Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We ended off last episode here in the Sunjiang district. I don't think we read the description, so let's read that real quick. Once a business district, this area was converted into living quarters after the Jade Wind obliterated as much of the countryside. As flocks of refugees made their way into Kaineng City, the Celestial Ministry sent them to Sunjiang district, where they were assigned a street block and allowed to build in a 10-foot by 10-foot living space. So yeah, that's essentially why there's so many blocky structures here, I guess, is because they're all old refugee homes. That actually also explains why they're kind of run down, because they're all ancient from like the Jade Wind times. That also explains this nice center here, I guess, in the story as well. This is the remains of the old business district before the place was turned into emergency slums. Alright. Let's get in the mission though. So here we are in the mission. These cool bridges here that come down as we start the mission. Here's like some better shots of the waterfalls and stuff. If you see up there, we actually get both items, the spear and the urn, and we can bring one or both of them with us if we so wish. I personally never bother to bring either because, to be completely honest with you, they don't really do that much. Which is a little bit of a shame, but it's kind of cool that it's like, it is kind of a reward for having two actual players, as you get to bring both. No one can stop me, let alone any of you puny mortals. I believe Shiro's created spirit rifts. Openings to the spirit realm, we use these to bring in more of his foul supporters. We must destroy Shiro's constructs and his spirit rifts to keep him from gaining more power. Alright. Ooh. So, we gotta go through and some water close by. Nasty sewage. I like those gargoyles though, kind of like sticking out of the pipes. Those are cool. Up here is some kind of like furnace thing. Look, those on the ground, those are flame fissures. Use caution when approaching. They flare up without warning and set anything nearby on fire. This is kind of interesting. This mission has a lot of like, what are they called? Hazards, more or less, on the ground. Or like different little environmental things, and that's something that really isn't used that much outside of this mission. There's generally like one or two, but this one actually has quite a few. I was just curious what's behind this gate. Like a little hut or something back there. Oh, there's like a water tower back there. Some homes. But yeah, this is a little interesting because there's a whole bunch of them in this mission. Like, there's probably 4 or 5 unique ones, and to my knowledge, some of these models only appear in this one. Like, I don't think these fissures are anywhere else in factions. It looks as if these spirit rifts are summoning something. Yes, I was correct. We must destroy it before a spirit warrior is torn from the spirit world and sent here. Okay, so we gotta break these rifts. I doubt Shiro would be as careless to create only one spirit rift. There must be more. Come, let's find the other rifts and locate Shiro. Okay. So we gotta go break us some more rifts. Oh. No one can stop me, let alone you puny mortals. Shiro's down there in like his spirit meditation orb. Look, just up ahead he has some type of shield protecting him. We must destroy it before we can engage him. He must be drawing his power from the 4 primal powers. We just enabled one of his sources. We must take out all of them before we attack, or we will never be able to defeat them. If I'm right, there should be rifts east, west, and north of here. We must search the area and destroy them as quickly as possible. Okay. So we essentially have to go 3 of the 4 corners and break the rest of the rifts that we didn't break coming out. It's pretty cool. This mission has a lot of unique like models and stuff in it. Like, I really like this area, like the scaffolding above and the kind of like the built-up houses below. The sunken dragon's head in the ground there. Those panels over there may be hiding stalactite spikes. Avoid walking out there if you can. The spikes can spring up and quickly. So yeah, that's one of the various hazards in this mission. Spike traps. It looks like there's more Shrokin around here. Shrokin are like Shiro's more powerful spirits, basically. Close one more. This dragon's kind of cool. I don't know if there's any reason that's here, but it's cool. Stuck in the ground. Alright. Let's go on back out. Go to the next one. Yeah, you can also like run across this little rooftop here. Cool. Alright, let's go around this way. I do wish that the like the spear and stuff, I do wish they were a little bit more useful. They are useful, but because they're like drop items or bundle items, I guess the problem is that if you were like a melee character, you would have to drop it every time, so you can just charge it up. The water looks befouled. I believe it will poison anyone who touches it. Avoid it if you are able, but we aren't really able to avoid it. There's a passageway up there with some sewage. This is like a water runoff area. Kind of grody. Let's go back on up this way. I don't want to run through the grody water for too long. Oh, actually, we go this way. Get more of those gargoyles coming out of the pipes. Water coming out of them. This is generally one of the missions I skip whenever I actually play this campaign, so it's kind of been a while since I've done it. I don't know if I'll ever show it off at some point, but there is a skip you can basically do in this campaign with some running through backwards through various outposts and stuff like that you could basically skip ahead until like I think it's like the final mission. I believe, yeah, it's like the final mission. So, this is generally one of the missions I end up skipping. There are many perils in the sewers. For example, those vents you see on the platforms could daze you if you get too close. Stay away from them. Quickly, now we must destroy the spirit rift before it brings another of Shiro's deadly spirit warriors. Yeah, so these little pads will daze us. Is there a way we can go around and not get dazed? I think there is. Yeah, if we go around this way. Oh, nope, there's a pad here. No way to prevent us from getting dazed, sadly. Good work. Now we have destroyed the spirit rift. We can engage Shiro, and gods are willing to destroy him once and for all. Yeah, they do kind of set this up to be the final mission, which, spoiler, it's not. But they do kind of set this up to be this final mission, which would be a very short campaign if it was. There's 4 Shirokin-like bosses there. The Shirokin remind me a lot of the Mursat. I don't know if it's just because they do the floating thing too, but at least some of them do. I just think like those aren't Shirokin. Those are unique enemies, like lieutenants or something. They have Shiro's mark on their chest, it looks like. Yeah, now they're going to come over here and basically fight us. Constructs, that's what they are. I was trying to remember what they were called, but yeah, these are more or less kind of like Mursat. So all the different constructs are here fighting us. So we got the Warrior one, the Writ one, the Necromancer one. Vexa's getting blasted. Let's try to get this Ritualist one down first. Or down next, so it doesn't heal. Okay. Well, there's the constructs done. That was actually a pretty quick mission.
Is he?
It's weird, it's an assassin construct.
No. The Spear of Archimedes, the Urn of St. Victor were destroyed.
Oh no.
Let us hope Shiro was as well.
He has left this place, but he is not. You have dealt Shiro a great blow, but he will return.
Dun dun dun.
Then we must prepare.
But how?
Seek out the Kurzicks and the Luxons. Together, their combined might will help you topple Shiro once and for all.
Okay.
Side by side, you must convince them. So must
Easier said than done, my friend.
the only way to defeat Shiro.
What if the two sides are just too far apart? What if we can't do it?
Then Shiro will win, and the universe will spiral out of balance.
Ah, no pressure then. No pressure.
I suggest we split up. I will go speak with the Luxons. Menlo, you must talk with the Kurzicks. They respect you.
What should I do?
You too must choose a side. Win the trust of either the Kurzicks or the Luxons, and help us bring them together to combat Shiro. The day's worth of heavy prayers and a little luck. Perhaps they will listen to reason.
We will be watching your progress.
Let's hope they do more than just watch.
I agree with him. Help us out a little bit here.
What do you see? I must know.
It was a
Tell me
flashback.
what will happen?
I see the Emperor.
The Emperor? What is he doing?
A fortune teller.
He is going to kill you.
No. No. You must be wrong.
I am never wrong.
Eh.
The Emperor fears your great power, and he will kill you for it.
No. You lie.
Heed my words. It will happen at Quan Jun Temple. Beware the harvest ceremony. You must make the choice. Him or you.
He just killed a random woman.
What have I done?
Yeah. I don't know. Obviously, Shiro is like actually evil, but it is kind of interesting that it kind of sets up that maybe this isn't completely his fault. It seems like this fortune teller had something weird going on, that maybe led him down a path. But yeah, interesting. So, as they were mentioning there, we now have the job to either go talk with the Luxons or the Kurzicks. And essentially, what happens at this point is you essentially get to spend time with one side or the other, doing quests or learning about their area. We'll talk a little bit more about it whenever I get there. But it's pretty cool how it's done. And the way it's set up, though, on alt characters, that makes it very easy to get through the campaign. But on your first time through, it kind of encourages you to do and interact with a lot of side activities for the different sides. So the next couple episodes are probably going to be the Luxon side, and then I'm going to do the Kurzik side on our Prophecies character. And and then they will meet again at some point, and we will do then return for our normal episode. But the episodes will probably be a little bit different than usual. Normally I kind of just going through doing the main story. Well, we're probably going to branch off, and I'm going to try to find either some interesting side quests, or we're going to take a look at some of the different outposts. I doubt the PvP arenas will proc, but I might try to get into one of those. We'll see how annoying that would be. If it ends up just being really long queues, maybe I won't record it. If it isn't long queues, I might queue in and just show you like briefly what they are. But anyway, that's going to be all for today's episode. I want to thank you for coming out. I hope you have a great day. I will see you in the next one, where we will be meeting the Luxons again. We'll be getting a deeper dive into the Luxons.